Thanks for joining me for tonight's edition of the Sunday Sports Zone. I'm Brian Jackson. Although he won't be playing this weekend in Houston, nobody would blame former Jaguars left tackle Tony Baselli if he had pregame jitter. Upsets are the reason we call it March Madness. In 7 of the past 9 tournaments, a number 13 seed has knocked off a 4. So what is it with you guys? Nobody played baseball growing up?
Them balls can't throw, man.
I played baseball growing up, so I figured, how hard could this really be? Ball. Who's going to win the battle between Clemson's offense and Alabama's defense?
Want the best dogs, come to the doghouse down at the Jumbo Shrimp.
There we go. And it smells really, really good. I wish I didn't have to work, or else I would, get something to eat myself. But this game will start at 6 p.m. Of course, you cannot watch it on TV or stream it online, but you can watch the game right here in person. First pitch is at 6 p.m.
My freshman and sophomore year, I did wrestling.
Football, basketball, baseball.
At Westside High School, 22 students with all types of different athletic backgrounds have combined to form the only high school rugby team in Jacksonville.
There's actually a lot of them that haven't even played a sport, period. So teaching them from ground zero, this is what athletics is, and then this is how to play rugby, because out of the whole team, I have 1 out of 22 boys that have ever played rugby.
It's that contact sport that you've always wanted to play with no pads as a kid growing up. You'd play it in your yard. It's something you've always wanted to do.
It's a new sport. I haven't played it before, so that's the most fun part for me, because you're learning a new sport.
1, 2, 3.
Introducing students to a new sport wasn't the only goal of starting a rugby program at Westside High School. Coach Watson also makes it a point to challenge his players inside the classroom.
They're going to have a weekly academic report, and they're going to bring that to me, and they have to maintain a 2.0. If they come to me with lower than a 2.0, we're going to work to get their grades a little bit higher, and that way they qualify for colleges in the area.
Because this is a club sport and not part of the Florida High School Athletic Association, all of the jerseys, fields, and traveling to and from games is paid for out of pocket by the coaching staff and through fundraisers. But one of the players told me that all of the bake sales and car washes are worth it because there's no greater feeling in the world than running full speed and knocking somebody off of their feet. Brian Jackson, Channel 4, the local station. From the moment you step off the escalator at the renovated Daytona International Speedway, you feel like you've entered a brand new world.
We're just excited to come and see all the changes and watch the race tonight. We're coming back again tomorrow. Just a nicer atmosphere, more family orientated. I think it's great.
Fans who've been coming here for years hardly recognize the place. If you get lost, there's an app for that and a place to recharge your cell phone. The entire stadium has free Wi-Fi, so you can instantly upload pictures to both Facebook and Instagram.
This is a digital animated photo booth, so we ask fans to take 4 pictures, and then it's merged together as an animated GIF. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's a little bit different than some of the other photo booths that are out there.
It's an event center is what it is. There's so many things to see and do here. It's really, really nice. I heard on the news last night that it was sold out. That's the first time it's been sold out in years, so evidently they're doing something right.
The final tally for all of the renovations here at Daytona came to a bill of $400 million. And all of those changes are going to lead to an economic impact of $1.6 billion. So it's safe to say, money well spent. In Daytona, Brian Jackson, Channel 4, the local station. We started with 68 teams, and now we're only down to 2. It's not really a surprise that UNC is back in the title game for a second straight year. Now, their opponent, Gonzaga, has made it to the final game of the season for the first time in school history. But this isn't the little guy versus the big guy. This is the big guy versus the other big guy who's been told that he's been little his entire life. And these two teams, they have an awful lot in common. Good morning. Between 1970 and 2016, there were 188 spots available in the Final Four. 120 of those spots went to only 16 schools. This year we had 2 newcomers to the party. Both Gonzaga and South Carolina were making their first appearance in the Final Four. Zags, they would be out in front from the beginning. They would lead by as many as 14 in the second half. These guys were just unconscious from downtown. Looked like the Zags were just going to run away with this one. But not so fast. Just like they've done all tournament long, no deficit is too big for South Carolina to overcome. Frank Martin's group, they just keep coming at you. They play tough defense. They take the ball to the basket. They went on a 14-point run and briefly took the lead. But you know what? With down 2 with under 4 seconds left, the Gamecocks, they just ran out of chances. Gonzaga is barely able to hold them off as they win 77-73. Zags are headed to their first championship appearance in school history. The North Siders were just one win away from making it back to the Fall Classic. All they had to do was beat Dodgers ace Clayton Kershaw. And it was just a beautiful night for baseball on the north side at Wrigley Field. Dexter Fowler had a leadoff double for the Cubs. Chris Bryant follows that up with a soft line drive to right field. Cubs, they take an early 1-0 lead. And their bats were silent a little bit earlier in the series. That would not be the case tonight. Bottom two Cubs up 2. Fowler laces a single through the infield. Addison Russell come on down. Cubs now lead by a score of 3-0. You know what? They weren't done beating up on Kershaw just yet. Wilson Contreras turns on an 0-1 offering, sends it over the wall in left field. Cubs out to a 4-0 lead over the LA Dodgers. Moving along to the 5th inning, Anthony Rizzo decides to join the party. Fans are just going crazy in Chicago right now. All my friends from back home are just sending me all types of text messages. Cubs lead 5-0 in the 8th inning.